You are stopping the sperms from coming out. Then you pull it out, then you pour it on the bed, or like that break. If you have been practicing that, you think you are smart, you have been pulling the thing out. You don't want to pour the sperms in the lady. You have been pulling it out. All the number of times that you have been pulling it out, your lifetime, it is counting down, it is counting down, counting down, counting down, counting down. By the time you are 65 years, 70 years, prostate cancer. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you are old, thank you so much for coming back. And coming back, you know it's coming back. You know how we do it. So today we're going to talk about family planning. Now before we dig into it, family planning is not a bad thing, I beg you. There are so many perceptions and misconceptions about family planning. Some people think family planning is even a form of abortion. No, we're going to start bit by bit. I don't know how far we'll go with this topic, but the misconceptions just they blow my mind. Like, God. I think I mentioned somewhere in my previous video that I was on family planning, and there are so many people who didn't vibe to that in my comment section. People were giving me broken heart emojis. I didn't get that. I don't know how they think family planning is, or I don't know. I don't know. But it sounded so funny, and I just thought of shooting this video for you guys. Now, if someone says she's on family planning or he is on family planning, it doesn't necessarily mean the person is on artificial family planning. We have natural means of planning your family. Let's dive into this. Wait. What I meant right now is that if you hear that someone is saying I'm on family planning, it doesn't necessarily mean the person has an implant, or the person has undergone a procedure, or maybe the person is using her own mind to calculate when she's going to be safe for sex. Maybe the person is using natural means. So even though we have some religions and traditions against family planning, it is not a bad thing. Okay, it is a good thing. I think the Catholics are against this because I attended a Catholic nursing school, and I think it was, yes, it was against the Catholics, their belief. Okay, they do not do that. They do not practice family planning, but it is it is very necessary. Okay. I think the word family planning explains itself literally. You're trying to plan your family. You do not want to give birth anyhow. Okay, you're planning how to give birth and how to space the children. If you're not ready to give birth, nobody says you cannot be having sex. You can. You can be having sex back to back, every time. But if you're not ready for childbirth, if you're not ready for making babies, you can be having sex while you protect yourself, either using the natural means or the artificial means. Okay, but if you do not protect yourself, if you do not plan your family, you end up having children that you haven't even planned of having. Books are not saying some children are not worthy to be born, or some children are useless, quote unquote. No, but it is best if you plan your family well, and then you space them well. You know that, oh, your firstborn is at 10 years, your second born is at probably 6 years. You want to space them with 4 years interval, you want to space them with 2 years interval, do you understand? So literally, if you have heard anywhere that someone is doing family planning or someone is practicing family planning, it doesn't necessarily mean the person is doing something who shows. The person is just practicing how to, space up his or her family. Maybe the mother and the father have brought their minds together. They said that, oh, we don't want to give birth anyhow. Do you understand? And I think you cannot just be roaming in this world like that. Because no matter what you do, if you're not having sex, it's a form of family planning. So I do not vibe to the Catholics, because if you are abstaining, it is a type of family planning. Abstinence is a type. So even if you're not putting on the implants and the da-da-das, you're still, so it is very, very necessary to plan. There are people who even end up becoming pregnant for some months, and they do not know that, oh, they're 7 months gone, they're 5 months gone. They do not, like, they are not aware. There are so many people who have called. I have a definition here from WHO, okay? World Health Organization. Where is it? I think I took a shot of it. Okay. Family plan. I cannot believe today mini is on low battery. Ay! Okay, that's a definition here from WHO. That's the World Health Organization, and they are saying that what is simple definition of family planning. If you're watching this video and you did not even know what family planning is about, this is it from World Health Organization. They're saying that according to the World Health Organization, that is WHO, family planning is defined as the ability of individuals and couples to anticipate and attain their desired number of children and the spacing and timing of their births. You don't know. It's why you like having sex anyhow, anywhere. Like, how? How? You want to plan that by age 40 you're done having your children, or by age 35 you're done having your children. Now the couple involved, the mother and the father, you have to have a plan. Oh, we want to make 3 babies, we want to make 4 babies, we want to make 2 babies, or we just want to have a baby. Now they're saying that as you have made a decision to have this total number of babies, you do not just have them. There's another thing that you have to do on top of having a total number of children in mind that you want to have. They're saying that aside the attaining of the desired number of children that you want to have, you have to, on top of it, have the spacing and timing of their births in mind. Oh, by 2025, by 2026, like, so that you can have time for all your children. There are mothers that, may not have heard about family planning, or some perceptions about family planning have made them tuned their mind against family planning. And at the end of the day, if you look at how their children are living, it's so bad. Like, it's so bad. Just because you didn't have a plan, just because you didn't, it sucks. Like, God, like I said before, family planning could be natural or artificial. You can use your own mind to calculate. I don't know if you guys will be interested in that, for me to be teaching you how to use your menstrual cycle, the ladies, to calculate when you are safe or you are not safe. So you should know that as a lady. You should know this month at this particular time, you're going to be safe, like you're safe. This particular sex that you're going to have, you are safe. You know very well. Like, I beg you, you don't just go and lie down and have the sex and get up and go and continue with your daily errands. Like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work like that. We beg you. So let me know somewhere in the comment section if you are interested in me teaching you guys how to use your menstrual cycle to calculate when you are going to be safe, so that nobody is saying that don't go and have the sex. You can have sex, but as you are having the sex, you know that, oh, even if Bakoko releases in you, you're not gonna get pregnant. Like, hello. Because some of you have put it in your mind that if you have sex 10 times in a month, you're going to take how do you call it, contraceptives, emergency contraceptives 10 times in a month. Like, that is not the case. We don't do it like that. The pills that you guys are abusing, the pills that some of you are abusing is supposed to be taken twice a year. The Lydias and the Postinotus and all of those ones are emergency contraceptives. They are emergencies. They are for emergency users. But some of you, oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, if you know that the sex you are going to have, you don't know whether you are safe or you are not safe, please go and do family planning. So we have, like I said, natural form of family planning and artificial. When you come to the natural, one of the ways is using your menstrual cycle to calculate, like I said. So if you're interested, you can let me know inside the comment section. um you can you can let me know inside the comment section if I should come up with that video for the ladies. The ladies, let me give you a freestyle. Is it a freestyle or a cappella? Before we continue, so ladies have discharges. Okay, we have types of discharges, and you can even use your discharge to know. See, don't put in your mind that if you are planning your family, it means you have gone to lie down and they've inserted something in your vagina, or they've inserted something in your arm, or they've done a procedure on you, or they've like no, no, no. You can even use your discharges to calculate to see if you can have sex for the guy to, releasing you. We have types of discharges. I'm not talking about the infected discharges, like the ones that come with the odors and stuff. No, I'm talking about the clear ones and odorless ones. You see, every lady is supposed to have a discharge. Like it is part of nature. You're supposed to have a discharge. If you remove your drawers and then you realize that there's no discharge in your drawers, like you are dry like that, it doesn't work that way. It's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to have normal discharges. Now the normal discharges that you're having, there's a medical term for that. I do not want to go that way. I want to come down to everybody's level. So we are going to use the normal vaginal discharges to describe them. We have a type that looks like okra. Everybody listening to me right now, at least you have seen okra before. You know how slimy okra is. Okra doesn't break, it slimes when you are doing it like this. Like when you bring your fingers together and it's inside okra, or when you pick okra and then you want to separate your fingers, it's not going to break apart easily. It has to slime. Okay, there is a discharge like that from ladies. Maybe as for you and your partner, every time when you have sex, the guy releases in you, and people have done it like that. I have stayed with you, like it's normal for you people for the guy to release in you. Please do not be taking the postiness and the leaders. If that slimy discharge from you is like okra, sister, you will give birth. Yes, if it is like okra, it means you're most fertile that period. Now, some of you do not know about this at all. You do not know. Some of you even think the vaginal discharges are awkward. They are not supposed to be there. They are supposed to be there. I beg you, they're supposed to be there. We are talking about the slimy one now. You have gone to lie down and then you have collected the thing. Like people have done the thing. You and your boyfriend or you and your husband, but you guys are not ready to have children. And you know very well that that moment, that week, the discharge that you've been seeing is like the okra one. It's like the okra one. You've gone to lie down, you've gone to do the do, and then the guy has released in you. And that period, you were seeing the okra discharge that week before you went to lie down to do the do. My sister, you give birth. You will give birth to. Like you, it means you are fertile. What I'm trying to say is that anytime you remove your panty or you're going to take your shower and then you realize that the down there, the discharge there is looking like the okra one, you are not safe to have sex if you are not ready to have a baby. But that is the safest part for you to have sex if you are looking for a child or you are ready for childbirth. Literally, you are most fertile that time. The time you are seeing the okra like discharge. If you go and lie down and your boyfriend puts that thing inside and he releases in you, please stop playing. You are 5 months gone already. Like that is your most fertile period. Yes. Somebody is watching, the person's heart is beating boom 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 boom. If you didn't know the types of the discharges that we are having, see the number of minutes that you have spent on just the natural way. Good, good. This is becoming so interesting. Like you will give birth. You obewo amaye. Like hello. Yeah. The other type of discharge is very safe if you just want to have sex and you want to have fun, you want your boyfriend to put it in you, like to release in you, or your husband to release in you, or you guys, I don't know, like the intimacy, you people cannot do without pulling out. The guys who like pulling out, you don't like releasing in your girls, or you don't like releasing, like you take a break. Okay. It's called coitus interruptus. If you like practicing coitus interruptus, you are prone to having stroke in the future. Look at the way that like the thing is becoming more interesting right now. I feel like I'm so interested in the topic right now. And I feel like we are so blessed. The medical team, everybody who already has an idea about these things, like, at least you tell your partners and you'll be educating them and all of that. Like, yeah, you're stopping the sperms from coming out. Then you pull it out, then you pour it on the bed, or like that break. If you have been practicing that, you think you are smart, you have been pulling the thing out. You don't want to pour the sperms in the lady. You have been pulling it out. All the number of times that you have been pulling it out, your lifetime, it is counting down. It is counting down, counting down, counting down, counting down. By the time you're 65 years, 70 years, prostate cancer. Oh no, this you people need to read wide, because I might not be able to hit on everything. Look at where we were and now where we have switched to. We're talking about the ladies, but right now the men. I'm talking about the fact that the lady is lying down collecting the sperms. The person should collect the sperms in her when she has the other type of the discharge. We'll talk about the guys some other time. I feel like I've exceeded the time I wanted to speak today, and but the thing is becoming sweet. Anyways, let's find a way and wrap it up. It is sad that people do not even think of these things. All they practice is to release in me. Did this come in you? Did I come in you? All they know is, baby, did I come in you? Baby, should I put it inside? Baby, is it inside? Baby, are you coming? Baby, have you come? It's just about the coming and coming and coming. You don't know the lady that they are coming in you. You don't know if that moment you're having the slimy discharge. Now and then, when I go up and come down, you get pregnant. You don't even know. Yes, I told you we have two types of the discharge, and you can use that to either get pregnant or not get pregnant. And I've spoken about the slime. I've hit on the slimy part so many times. Please, anytime you remove your drawers, your panty, just check the type of discharge you're having. Over to me, the one say you can use this your finger to swoop. Okay, then you do like this just to check and see if it's going to slime up. If it slimes up and it's not breaking easily, it means you are fertile. And if you go and have sex and then the guy releases in you, obviously you're going to get pregnant. But if you do like this, you swoop and then you bring it, you do like this and then it breaks, it means you are very safe and you can have sex. So that is another form of family planning, being natural. You have not gone for any procedure, they've not done anything to your body, and you are very safe. Practicing that, you can use that to be having sex anytime you are horny or you feel like having sex. The first thing to check is if you are safe. Okay, so if you have been practicing that, and then once in a while, not regularly, but once in a while, let's say you've been having sex from January to, let's say you've been having sex from January to June. You have been having sex from January to June. No, let's say from January, February, March, April. Let's say you have been having sex from January to May. April, May, June. Hey, May, yes. Please, calm down, calm down, calm down. You have escaped. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Let's say you have had sex from January. You had sex in January. You protected yourself. Like, let's just use the menstrual or the, okay, I've not taught you guys the menstrual. I've just differentiated between the discharges that ladies have. So let's just use the discharge. You have been checking your discharge and you have been using your discharge method to have sex for the guy to release in you. So what was I even saying? Hey, I like talking plenty, Jesus Christ. So I was saying that, hey God, what did I get to? Hey, I can talk for Ghana. I forgot, hey guys, I've forgotten where. uh, I think we have to do an office. Let me know if you guys are interested in this. I'll bring a part two. Because I mean, I don't want the thing to be long so that it will be boring for people to watch. No. But where did I get to? I've remembered I was talking about like people having sex from January to this one, and I got distracted at that point. So I was saying that if people have sex January, February, March, April, May, and all those times you were able to protect yourself, then in June you forgot to check if you are safe and people had sex, and then he released in you, you can take Postino 2 or Lydia, or I think those are the only two I know. Lebanon. Hey, I think Lebanon too is the easy Lebanon, whatever that one. So I just remembered I was saying that one, then I forgot. So yes, that is what I think I wanted to say that time when I was making that statement. So from January, February, March, April, May, those are 5 months. And then the 6 months, for example, I'm just giving an example. Yours may be from August, calculating in the last 6 months. It should be like that. In the last 6 months, yeah, it is safe for you to take it like once. So depending on how yours went or how yours looks like, you should know that you are safe taking it or you are not safe taking it. Because if you keep abusing it, you are not supposed to take it more than 2 times in a year. So imagine if you have taken like 5 times already in this year, or like in 2023 you took about 10. You are also exposed. You think it's only the boys that they are exposing themselves to future this. You're also exposing yourself to future fertility issues. All the ones that you've drank, they are building concrete there. All the personal two that you've drank, they are building concrete. You are taking Lydia, it's building concrete. Concrete. You're not supposed to you're not supposed to take it. You're not supposed to take it like that. And if we say we are continuing, we will continue and continue and continue and continue and continue and continue and continue till. Please. We have so many things that you can do. You can even use beads. Okay, we have beads, I mean near beads. We have beads that you can use to calculate. I do not have some. But I'll see if I'll get a picture and put it on the screen for you guys to see how it looks like. You can get some from any family planning facility that you can think of, or any hospital. If you go, you just tell them you want to buy the cycle bead. It's called the cycle bead, and I'll use that. You push go and buy it so that the next time we are talking, everybody will take their cycle bead and they'll use it to calculate. Like I'll use it to teach you guys how to do it. So there are other, you see, the bead is not in you. You not put the bead in you. You'll be using it to calculate. So, but see, you'll be rolling it to the count. Oh, where there are colors on the bead. So there are some brown parts and there are some. Do you understand? So you know, if I teach you guys will know how to use it. And other means I'll see. This one cries because someone passed a comment that gingered me to talk about family planning. That's why I'm doing this. I don't know. Anyways, let's go. And then I feel like if I teach you guys everything too, hey, I feel like if I teach you guys everything too, you will not go for education, because you cannot just choose any procedure for yourself, or you cannot just opt for any particular type of family planning for yourself. You have to go for the medical team to explain to you the complications, the advantages and disadvantages. So this is what we're going to do. I'll not teach you guys everything. I'll not teach you everything. We have spoken slightly about the natural parts. Don't go and have sex when you're not safe. We have spoken about those parts. And I've told you guys there are other natural means. You can even be using the lamb if you are a lactating mother and you don't want to get pregnant again. That moment you are safe. If you are breastfeeding a baby, okay, that particular time that your hormones are being released, the prolactin and other types of hormones are being released, that particular time you will not be able to make babies. And so literally if you're a breastfeeding mother, you can be having sex and you will not get pregnant. So there are basically so many ways of protecting yourself from unwanted pregnancies, even with natural means. And all this while that we've been talking, it's just all this while that we've been talking is just a natural. You see, we've not even ventured into the artificial. And then some of you were thinking when they say family planning, it's abortion. Like how? As for the misconceptions and perceptions that people have about family planning, we've not even started. I don't know how far we'll go when I speak about those things. I don't know how many minutes or hours it will take us to. There are so many people are saying that when you go and do family planning, imagine using your own body, your own system. For example, the method that I've taught you guys, that you can be using the discharges from your P2 to check. Imagine you are doing that and someone tells you that when you're practicing that, you're going to get bloated, you're going to get fat, you're going to lose your mind. the misconceptions about these things that our mothers and some women are buying out there, like you really know they add up. Because if I'm using the cycle bead and you're telling me I'm going to get bloated, and you're telling me, you see, some people didn't know we have natural ways. So all these misconceptions are just misconceptions. And then mind you, each and every woman have their own special bodies. What this type or method is going to do to me, or whatever effect it's going to have on me, might be different from another woman's own. So if I went for this type and probably it didn't work for me, or I didn't see what I wanted to see, or I went for this particular type and I still got pregnant, it doesn't necessarily mean, maybe the person was supposed to take her pills every morning and then she skipped one or something. And you two are sitting in your house, in your room, and you're saying that Auntie Ame's own didn't do her well. So me, it will not go to the hospital so that they will explain all the types to you. Go to any family planning facility. They will explain all the type that they have to you. And then you make your own choice. We will allow you to make informed choice. We will explain to you that this is it, this is it, these are the advantages, these are the disadvantages. Then you make your own choice. When it comes to the artificial, that is where most of you have the issues. It's today this thing will go off early pan, but we are wrapping up. I'm done. This was a very, very, very interesting topic, and it's like most of you are so interested. So definitely come back, and we may, if we come back and do everything into 2022, people no go to the facilities to go and listen to the details. So when it comes to the artificial part, we have short term, long term, and permanent. Yes, we have short term, long term, and permanent. Of course, if you hear permanent, you should know that permanent is permanent. You are not going to have children again. And permanent is permanent. I think nothing can be done about it. Some people go and remove their fallopian tubes. Some people, when it comes to the permanent, there are things that the medical team will do for you never to be able to carry a child again. So people who go for family planning that are permanent, or permanent types of family planning, obviously are people that are done having their children, people that are done having their kids, because you are planning your family and then probably you plan with your spouse that you're going to have 4 babies or 3 kids and you're done, and you do not want to mistakenly have another child again, so you can go in for permanent. But if you are ababawa, you are a young girl, you are now, you are a young couple, and you are now spacing children, you are now planning your family, then I don't think you're supposed to go in for the permanent. We have the long term and the short term. The short term, if you are planning to have kids in no time with your spouse, you guys can go in for the short term. But if you have a long term plan to have kids, you can go in for the long term. We have 3 months, 6 months, 5 years, 1 year. So they have types. Some of them are the pills. You will be giving pills, and then some women tend to forget that they're supposed to have pills. So we advise that you always keep it at your bedside. I remember when we were learning family planning way back in school, our madam told us we should advise the women to put it at their bedside with water. So you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to take your pills with your water. Before you get down from your bed, you have taken it, you know you're safe. You're supposed to be on those pills probably for like some months, weeks, per however you want it, and however the medical team described it to you. If you are in for that, then they'll teach you how to be taking your pills. We have condoms, male condoms and female condoms. Yes, if you didn't know, we have female condoms as well. These are mini ones that you can be doing. Do you understand? Mini measures that you can be taking so that you do not get pregnant. The lamb, the lamb. I think I spoke about the lamb when I was talking about the natural methods of family planning. The LAM is the lactation amenorrhea method. That one, when you are breastfeeding, you can use that method. Yeah. And then we have the so many. We can't talk about all of them here. I think if you're interested in planning your family well to suit your preference and that of your spouse, then you guys should visit any family planning facility as a couple so that they will tell you how it works, because we have the implants, the IUDs, the injectables, so many types. And I don't think I can take you guys through those ones like one by one, no. Then it means we are going to sleep here, because you have to visit the facility. Yes, you have to visit the facility. Please, I think I've exhausted. I think I've exhausted my time here, and I don't want this video to be boring. But at the end of the day, I know that you know that you cannot allow your boyfriend to go through future complications, and so you have to allow him to put a thing in you, but you have to make sure you are protected. And the artificial types, the Lydias and the talking about the personal tools and the Lydias and those ones are all parts of artificial. Those ones, the drugs you've been taking, those ones are artificial. But if you're using your own body to check, that one is natural. You have not gone for any medicine. So the artificial drugs that people have been taking, the ones that people know, personal 2, Lydia, is supposed to be taken twice a year, once in every 6 months, because it's an emergency. You see, yes, but ideally it's an emergency pill, because you're supposed to have one boyfriend, you're supposed to have one partner, so you know that, oh, your partner knows this is how you both have sex, and you don't pull out. You have sex when you, the lady, you are safe. You know that you are safe. So mistakenly, if people have sex, unplanned sex, something happens and people have sex, then you can go in for the personal 2 or Lydia. But you don't take it guna every time that you put. No, it's not supposed to be like that. So if you are doing that, stop right now. Like, stop. Because abusing it, like I said, it's supposed to be taken twice in a year, once in every 6 months. If you guys do, make sure she doesn't take any emergency contraceptive abusively. You can take Posinotu, you can take Levono, you can take Lydia, but do not abuse them. You are supposed to take them twice in a year, once in every 6 months. In your last 6 months, you can take once. In your last 6 months, you can take once. Emergency contraceptives, emergency, because we use them in emergency cases. We use them emergency cases, peril. So in your last 6 months, you can take once, and then in the whole year, you can take twice. If not, if you know yourself that you have been abusing it, and you're also exposing yourself to future fertility issues, in the future, you may not be able to have children. In the future, you may have issues with your womb, with your fallopian tube, with your, I think we have to end it. Maybe we have to do a part 2, obviously, because it's becoming interesting and interesting and interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching, for coming and 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 coming every day, every time. I truly appreciate it. If you have listened to me and you have watched this video to this stage, if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. So you guys, I'll be posting every Saturday at 2 p.m. I'm going to try my best to keep to that, because it's one of my 2024 goals. Guys, I'm tired. I'll see you on some other video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and then you turn on your notification button as well. Bye guys, peace out.